Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again with another review. And today, I have the Ecoflow River Pro Portable Power Station. This product is a portable powerhouse that you can take with you pretty much anywhere to keep all of your thirsty digital devices fully charged and plug in pretty much anything you'd plug into an outlet at home. The unit provides 720 watt hours of internal capacity, and when you compare that to other units on the market at about the same price point, you'll find this is 50% higher because other units typically provide 500 watt hours. And what that means for you is you have more capacity internally to charge more devices and operate other devices longer. Now, as part of this overview, I'd like to start with an unboxing of the product just to show you everything that's included with the kit. And then I'll dive into some of the things that really separate the Ecoflow products from others on the market that may look similar. So when you first open the box, you'll find the River Pro. You'll find a card inside that talks about warranty. You'll also get an instruction manual. Now, I'm getting a little older, so I like to print out the manual, so I've got a giant version of it over here. But in that manual is all the details you'll need to understand about the product to use it effectively, how to charge it, what you can charge from it, how to care for it. So read through the manual. That's really important. Also included with the kit is an AC charging cord. You can use this at home to charge the product. Depending on how discharged it is when you start the charging cycle, it could take up to 2 hours. But one of the key features that separates this from the other portable power stations on the market is what's called an extreme charging technology, which allows you to plug it into any wall outlet and in about 60 minutes get it up to 80% of its capacity. And that's super important because if you're looking to get out the door and enjoy your afternoon, you don't want to spend 3 hours charging your portable power station. So the fact that that extreme charging technology allows me to safely charge those internal batteries in less than an hour means I'm out the door a lot quicker than other units. Also included with the kit are 2 other charging cables, one for your car so you can plug it into your adapter in the car and charge the unit in about 8 hours. Now, it's important that you keep your car running when you're charging it because it's going to pull electrons out of your car battery and you don't want to kill your car battery. So make sure it's running when you're doing the charging. It's a slow way to charge it, but it's a nice way to top it off when you're out in the field. The third option is a solar panel. You can connect a large solar panel to it, connect it up to the DC connection there, and between 6 and 12 hours, again, depending on how discharged it is when you start the charging cycle and how much sunshine you've got and which way you've got the solar panels facing, it could take 6 or 12 hours to charge it, but those are great options when you're out there on the road. Also included with the kit is a 5521 to 5521 cable. I'll explain what that is in a minute, but it's essentially a DC cable that plugs into the front, and a lot of portable products out there use the 5525 connector. So it's nice to include that because it gives you a different option if you want to charge something off the front DC connection. All right, so let me talk a little bit about Ecoflow as a company. They make a wide range of portable power stations like this. They make smaller ones and they make larger ones that are big enough to run your entire home. They've been in the business a long time and they're brilliant about the way they create their products because after a while, it's really hard to compare one portable power station against another because there's some dry specifications like capacity, number of ports, charging time that you can compare between the two, but there's so much more that goes into a device like this if you're a company like Ecoflow, and they've thought through how you charge the device, the input section, how do I get electrons into the device to quickly and safely charge the batteries, and probably more importantly, how do I get that power back out of the unit to charge all of my portable devices when I'm in the field. So I'll start with the input section. Most of the chargers, I should say portable power stations you'll see in the field, have an external brick that actually charges it. You'll see this big brick that plugs into the wall and then you plug it into the portable power station, and that brick is responsible for converting the AC in your home to DC to charge the unit. The problem is most of those conversions are incredibly inefficient. So what you've got is a brick that's wasting a lot of electricity as it's charging your portable power station. So the first thing Ecoflow did was build that conversion circuitry inside the unit. And that does 2 things. It eliminates that external brick, which means if it ever fails later on one of the other portable power stations, you're going to have a hard time finding it. But the big thing it did was allow them to control that charging cycle and actually groom that internal battery capacity to take that charge more efficiently. So that's where the extreme charging comes from. It allows them to really cut down on that charging time and eliminate the need for an external brick. So this cable is pretty standard. It's a computer cable. If you ever lost this later on, you can pick one of these up for a couple of bucks. So that's the first thing they did. They also gave you other options to charge it using these 2 DC cables, which I think is really nice, and everything's included with the kit. It's not like you bought it, you got a good price on it, and then you want to charge it from your car and you got to go buy a $25 cable to charge the unit that you already own. They give you everything you need out of the gate. The other thing that's nice about this is you can expand the capacity with an external battery to double what's going on. So it allows you to sort of start off with this. If you find that it's perfect for your needs, that's great. But if you spend a lot of time out in the field, you can pick up a second battery and actually double the capacity of what the unit provides. All right, the next thing is the output circuit, and that's really important because if you buy a portable power station, you want to make sure it has three things that it does really well. AC output, just like your home, DC output, like your car, and then USB output, which is what you would normally charge all of your portable devices on. This unit provides all three of those, and it's got features built in that really enhance the way they connect up to external devices. So I'll start with the AC portion of it. This unit gives you three full-sized AC ports on the side, and these are grounded three-prong outlets, which is important because a lot of the other portable power stations provide AC output, but they're two-prong, and if you've got a three-prong grounded cord, you can't really stick it in there unless you bust off that grounding, and don't do that grounding stud, or kind of wrangle it in there and bend it up. This one gives you three. You can plug in three grounded outlets. It'll provide 600 watts of output power, which is pretty incredible across those three ports. The nice thing is, as I'd mentioned, they've also modified the output circuitry, and they've built in a technology called X-Boost. When you turn that on, it actually will allow you to draw up to 1200 watts of power out of there for periods of time. So for example, if you're plugging something in, like a computer, that's not a big deal. You'll be under the 600 watts. But if you want to run a power drill off it, or a tea kettle off of it, or anything that draws a lot more power than 600 watts, or if it's something with a motor in it that has a big inrush of current when you first turn it on, like a hairdryer or a blender, turning on X-Boost allows that technology to sort of give you the extra electrons you need to spin that up, because the steady state, when it's running, is not drawing that much current. So the X-Boost technology is a radically different output technology for the AC, which is super important. In addition to that, you have a couple options for DC, and I'll talk about those next. So if you're looking for a pure 12 volt DC output like in your car, you get a full size plug right there. So this is the same size outlet that you've got in your car today. Anything you plug into your convenience outlet in your car, you can plug in there and you're good to go. That's 12 volts, 10 amps. So you can draw full 10 amps out of there, which is incredibly powerful. So again, anything you've got that you plug in your car, plug right in there. They also give you two 5521 outlets, and that's what this cable is used for. The 5521 outlets will provide 12 volts at 3 amps, in addition to the 10 amps. So you've got a lot of ways to connect up 12 volt appliances. And again, this end of it plugs into the 5521, the other end's a 5525. And if you've got portable devices like GPS units, or maybe a DVD player if you're using something like that, most of them have that type of barrel connect on the side. The only thing you need to do is to check that it's 5525 compatible. You can plug it right in, and that allows you to charge 3 devices off the 12 volts DC. Now, where this unit really excels is in the way it provides USB connections on the front, because most of the things you're going to bring in the field, your action cameras, your phone, your tablet, your kids' games, some TVs or white panels that you're going to watch, will charge over a standard USB. Now, USB is a standard that typically would be 5 volts at maybe an amp, 2 amps, or 2.5 amps, but lately there's 2 new standards that developed in USB. For a full-size USB-A port, there's QC or Quick Charge, and if you're using Android devices or some of the new game consoles, you'll see that it's QC compatible or Quick Charge compatible, so it's important you have an outlet on whatever power bank you're using or portable power station to accommodate QC. The other standard is USB-C with what's called PD, power delivery, and then there are different current levels or energy levels that are available there. Most of the portable power stations in the market only provide USB-A connections, and they're typically 5 volts at 2.5 amps. And maybe you've got 1 or 2 of those. They don't provide QC, they don't provide PD. What they've done with this unit is giving you everything. So there's nothing out there from a portable perspective that you can't charge in this unit. And it all starts with the USB-A ports on the front. They've got fast charge ports on there that'll deliver 5 volts at 2.4 amps, which is the highest you can get for a fast charging port, and that's on each port individually. It's not a combined across the ports, so you can plug in all of your standard products on those ports. They also give you a QC port, which means if you've got a quick charge device like a portable game or an Android phone, or if you're flying drones, a lot of the drone controllers and battery systems use that QC connection. You've got a full-sized USB-A connection there to charge anything with QC, which again will vary the voltage and current to accommodate the device. It's a brilliant circuit that looks at whatever you connect up to it. It'll handshake with it, realize exactly what kind of charge that device needs. It'll make accommodations to send the right amount of voltage and current at that device to quickly and safely charge it. All of those ports operate independently. The real nice one is the USB-C port right over here, which is a PD port. That's important because it's power delivery. So if you've got a laptop or a tablet, or you're charging anything with a drone that uses PD, you've got it. But the key thing is, it's 100 watts, which is incredible because most PD chargers on the market, 40 watts, 65 watts, the really big laptops require 100 watts. This has got a 100-watt charging port on it. So pretty much anything you need to plug into the unit, you can plug in, and you've got connections for it, and you've got current behind it to supply the charging requirements that that product is looking for. So what I feel is really nice about this unit, in addition to all the wonderful things it can do to charge it quickly, to draw current out of it to charge my portable devices, is when you're looking for a portable power station like this, you got to find the one that's right for your needs, because again, they make small ones, Ecoflow makes small ones and really big ones. And this one, I think, is right in the middle of that perfect Goldilocks zone where it's got enough capacity where you could take it out for a day or two and charge all of your portable devices and plug in a lamp, plug in a hairdryer, whatever you're going to use, but it's not too big to bring along. And if you get one that's too big, you're going to find you drag it out in the field. When you come home, it's still got 50% of the charge, and you've brought extra weight with you that you didn't need to bring along. This one is the perfect combination of capacity and portability, if you want to use the term, to get it out in the field and have that portable power station with you, that when you're camping and the kids need to charge something, or if you're out for the day with the family and you've only got a couple outlets in your car, it's the perfect solution for that. So hopefully you found this clip helpful. I love reviewing products like this, and I will have other reviews popping up soon on portable power stations like this. But that's it for today. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, stay nerdy.